welcome to another episode of the Unshakable Transmission series. Today is going to be a juicy one. Today is going to ignite something inside of you. So I'll allow others to join. Come on in, get cozy. I want to first start, before we get into this episode, about how suppression is literally killing your soul and blocking abundance. But before we get into that, I want to start with speaking about the full moon energy that recently passed, although some may still be experiencing it. If you have felt overly emotional, if you have felt triggered, if you have felt so low, if you have felt different, spectrums of emotions or human experience, it's not because something is wrong. It's because the full moon is revealing to you where you have been suppressing yourself. This is literally trying to give you your power back. The full moon brought up a lot of energy around worthiness, shame, fear, guilt. And so if you felt any of those things, it's okay. It's normal. But you need to allow those intense emotions and experiences to bring yourself back to yourself. So you may have experienced sudden emotional waves, old patterns resurfacing, coping mechanisms trying to come back, like intense sensitivity, or just, one day high, one day low. And so the full moon didn't project anything onto you. It showed you a mirror within yourself where you're suppressing and rejecting yourself. It just made it more visible what you are avoiding. So you have an opportunity now to literally gain that wisdom and then see the mirror on what you're suppressing about yourself. Today, we are going to be talking about how suppression is literally killing your soul. It's killing your soul. I want you to pause right now and ask yourself, when I say suppression is killing your soul, what is the first thing that comes up for you? Without overthinking it, you know where you're suppressing yourself. You know where you're hiding different aspects of yourself. Suppression is when a part of you wants to speak, wants to express, but you shut it down. So this can look like, you not following your intuition and gaslighting yourself, saying that it's not your intuition, even though it is. This could look like you numbing your emotions or avoiding them, when emotions are energy that want to be expressed, that are always guiding you to where you're meant to be. Or you having desires, but you talking yourself out of it. Every single time you suppress yourself, you send your body a message that it is not safe to be who you are. I'm going to say that again. Every time you suppress yourself, you send your body a message that it is not safe to be who you are. And then this becomes an imprint in your nervous system. And so then when you try and receive abundance or receive your desires, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a business, whatever it is, you don't feel safe being your authentic self because you have again and again and again reaffirmed to your body and nervous system it's not safe to be who you are. Authenticity is the quickest way to receive abundance. Hello, I see people have joined. We're speaking about how suppression is killing your soul. So share in the comments any questions you have, and I will do an energy reading shortly. And so how suppression blocks abundance is because you receive abundance when you are in your authenticity, when you are in your full expression. When you're in your full expression, your desires find you, they see you. But if you're walking around blocked, like suppressing your heart, suppressing your soul, suppressing your depth, people can't find you. Opportunities can't find you. Desires can't find you because they're looking for the real you, not the mass version. And so abundance is all about receiving. And receiving requires safety, you being in your full expression. And suppression tells your body that it's not safe to be seen. Many people think that abundance is just about action, but abundance is really about expression, being who you truly are. It's about allowing. So when you feel different energies or emotions in your body, you need to allow it, feel it. You can feel my energy as I'm speaking. You can feel it. People feel before they even know what you're saying. It's a felt experience, but 99% of the world is numb. And feeling is considered insane, crazy. Feeling is considered something's wrong with you. We live in a world that praises numbing themselves over feeling. And when you feel the depths of your soul, which by the way are normal, people literally think you're crazy. People literally call you insane. I know this because my whole life, people told me I was too sensitive. I was too much. I was too confident. I had too much light. fuck that. You're never going to appease the masses, you know? So you need to stay true to yourself, you know? And for a long time in my life, I rejected my feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about intuition, expression, emotion, moving with the energy. Masculine is all about structure, grounding, safety. You need both, but I was over-rotated in my masculine energy because I didn't feel safe being who I truly am. It was much easier for me to, I'm going to smell some essential oil, staying in my body. It was much easier for me to achieve and be perfect, be the achiever, the one who holds it all together, than show my softness, show my sensitivity, show my depth. I feel so, so deeply. I can literally within 2 minutes look at a photo of you or hear your voice and tell you why your life is the way it is, tell you your blocks, tell you what's living inside your nervous system. I am fucking psychic. I get visions. And I suppressed this part of me. I didn't show it. Because the old world that I came from didn't praise it. You know? And so you can't embody your full expression when you are rejecting and suppressing different aspects of you. So you need to ask yourself, what are you suppressing? What are you so scared of the world to see about you? That is your gift. That is your medicine. That is what heals the world. And so you can't embody your fullness when your nervous system doesn't feel safe. You know, the feminine energy expresses fully. The masculine holds it. But your ability to fully be you, fully express, is based on the state of your nervous system. All of my work is based on nervous system. So if this episode speaks to your soul, if it activates something inside of you, DM me, VIP, and we can discuss the different ways to work together. And so when you fully express, not suppress anymore, that unlocks abundance. Because when you hide, the universe hides. The world is always mirroring back you to yourself. It's a mirror. When you suppress, you block. When you express, you receive. The energy meets you right there. You express, the energy meets you. And so you're not stuck. You don't lack clarity. You don't need a better strategy. You lack self-permission. Permission to be who the fuck you are. Permission to be all of you. And so I want you to place your hand on your heart for a moment. And I want you to take a deep breath in. Exhale. Where are you suppressing? And how is that killing your soul? How is literally your heart, your soul whispering to you, express, stop numbing yourself. I feel a deep knife in the heart. I don't know who has joined, but I'm giving an energy reading right now. So this is for you. You have so much light. You have so much unconditional love, light in your heart. And you're not allowing it to be expressed because you are so scared of the world to see you. You're so scared of the world to call you sensitive. You're so scared of the world to judge you. You're just judging yourself. If you want an in-depth reading, you can DM me reading. That's just something very, very short. And so notice where you are suppressing. Notice how your heart and soul keep whispering to you. The moment that you stop suppressing who you are, you stop suppressing what's meant for you. You allow things to come in. And so what you deem as, fearful to show, or what you are scared to show the world, is your magnificence, is your light, is your heart, is your soul, is what the world needs. That is your joy. When you suppress yourself, you cannot feel joy. You cannot feel alive. I know you came to this earth to feel alive. And so no matter where you're at in life, if you feel stuck, you're not stuck. You don't lack clarity. You lack self-permission to be all of you, to fully express yourself, because you're still watering down yourself, creating a curated carbon copy of yourself. That's why people can't find you. That's why opportunities clients can't find you, because you look like everyone fucking else. You don't stand out. But you are meant to stand out because that's who you are. Ask any questions you have. I know suppression really, really well. I suppressed my whole life. I didn't show people who I really was. I wanted to just fit in, belong. But then finally I chose myself. I burned down my perfect life in San Francisco. Someone asked me the other day if it was perfect, why'd you burn it down? And my response to that is that when I say it's perfect, it was like societal's version and view of perfection. And that's what I chased my whole life. But it wasn't true to myself. So it's safe to be all of you. It's safe to let yourself be seen. It's safe to give yourself permission to no longer numb. You know, every time you have a desire to numb, every time you have a desire to use your coping mechanisms, it is your soul screaming out to you, please let us express, please let us be who we truly are. But when you don't have capacity inside your nervous system and you don't feel safe being who you are, you suppress, you numb, insert coping mechanism. It's not because anything's wrong. It's not because you're broken. It's not because you need something. You need to give yourself self-permission. That's what you lack. So if you desire to allow yourself to be safe, being all of you, one of my gifts is helping you activate the parts of yourself that you have suppressed. If you want help with this, DM me, Abundance, and I will help guide you to feel more safe in your body, to feel more safe being who you actually are, which that's how abundance comes in. You don't need to chase anything. You just need to unbecome everything that you are not. Feel free to share any questions in here. And so you just really need to ask yourself where you are suppressing yourself in order to be accepted by the masses. There's a lot of constriction in the throat. So the people in this collective are blocking themselves from expressing. And expressing doesn't always mean like speaking. It's how your soul wants to express. Some people that's writing, some people that's dancing, some people that's just taking a photo. You know, it's whatever, however your soul wants to express. For me, I love every single day coming on Instagram Live. It's the highlight of my day. I freaking love it. You can feel my energy behind it, you know? So you need to give yourself permission to fully express. Feel fully alive. You came to this earth to feel alive. And so it's a gift to be able to feel. It is a gift to be able to express. The greatest gift you will give yourself is having the courage to be who you truly are. DM me VIP if you'd like to work together, and this episode ignited something inside of your soul. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here.